Okay, what we did so far. All right, so we set up the user accounts on with one user account basically on router 0, and we actually call that username Dan. So we're gonna log on here as Roger. All right, and his password was, if I can remember his password, and then enable password. Right, so what we're gonna do is basically is to improve that by setting up. And let me just come out of here for a little while. So setting up minimum password length on a new user that we'll create. Alright. I'm gonna set up also the exact timeout so we just can't have people just trying a dictionary of logins, alright, to get onto the specific network. So what we'll do basically is we would go to conft, of course. First and foremost, we're gonna create another username, and this username we would create it as Keon, because Keon is not with us at this point in time, but we're going to create Keon here. So you start off with a username, right, and we call it Keon. Alright, and we're going to put secret. We'll give him the same username if this is possible. Alright, Keyon, we just have to remember that. And press enter. Then I'll go security, because we want to set up some more advanced features in it, and I'm going to press space and a question mark to see what we have. So we have security, we got password security, and so on. So here we could set a minimum length. Alright, so you select password, so you go password, and again we could press space and question mark, and we see you have the minimum length here. So you have minimum length, press tab. Alright, and we'll set a number. If I also press a question mark here, we see we could put a number from 0 to 16. Alright, so press 10, a minimum length of 10. Press enter. I'm going to exit, copy, run, start. Right, so what we're going to do now is to test this. Alright, but before we do that, let's set up an exec timeout, right, on console line and VTY lines. What do we mean by this? Go to conft, alright, go to line console 0, alright, and we're going to set an exec timeout because we don't want people to be logging on all the time, trying different types of passwords. Alright, I'm going to press a question mark here, and I'm going to say a timeout after 3 minutes. I'm going to put 3 here. Right, go to end, copy, run, start. Alright, right, and the configuration file is saved. Alright, let's just say a show run to see what's taking place in our configuration file. Alright, so we have 2 usernames here. Let's take a look at the VTY lines, virtual terminal lines for those who want to telnet in, and you see that it's also set up. And don't forget, your assignment is to remove this password from the VTY lines, and as well as set up an exec timeout on VTY lines too, because we only did it alone on the console line. Alright, what if we was to enhance now our logon, so just not with one local, but for specific ones, like what we did before by creating user accounts. All right. What if we do that? And what if also if we was to block the number of attempts that people would try within a 1 minute interval? And again, this is to prevent a dictionary attempt or attacks on the router. So every 5 failed attempts, you could set as 5 failed attempts within a 60-second blocks. All attempts to get on would be blocked for 3 minutes. How do we do this? All right. Let's go to conft because we're already in a global configuration mode. All right. And let's go to logon. All right. Press question mark and see if we have the logon block. Right. So we have the logon block. Press tab. All right. And press a question mark again. I'm going to block for 180 seconds. Right. And we'll go on attempts. All right. Press a question mark here. So attempts will fail will be maximum of 5 times. All right. Within. And that period will be 60 seconds. All right. So any amount of failed logon attempts, all right, that particular person will be blocked, or the router, in fact, would not give you the opportunity to log on because it will be blocked for 3 minutes. Right, after 5 attempts within a 1 minute interval, as you can see, 60 seconds, and this is here to prevent a dictionary attack. While I'm here one time, what I would want to do too as well is to log, right, successful attempts as well. So how do I do this? All right, I'm already in conft, so I'll go to log, all right, login. I'll press a question mark here again, and I'll see on failure and on success. I'll set up the two of them. So I will log on failure, and I'm going to log it. Press question mark, enter. And I'm also going to log on success. All right. Let me do this again. Login. On success. Log. Right. So I'm getting the opportunity to log these both attempts. I'm going to exit again. Copy run start to save my configuration file. Right. What next can I do? Set. Let me see what I've done so far. All right. I've do the exact timeout. I've do a logon block. Only thing I haven't done so far is set a minimum length. Did I set a minimum length? Well, let's check and see. Alright, so we're gonna reload the router first and foremost and see if that's if I did it, and if I didn't do it, well then I wouldn't be able to I will be able to log on with a normal and thing. But what I think I should do first, let me reload the router. Alright, I'm gonna log on as whoever I used before. I'm gonna use Roger. Alright. Roger password, I think was Cisco. Alright, so log here, so we see the log coming up. Enable, and enable secret passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so you're going to conft one time and see if we could create a username. And we'll create this username as Andre. And when we create the username Andre, we're going to put his password as secret. Alright, and we'll type first and foremost Cisco and see if that would work. And as you could see, password too short must be at least 10 characters. So we could safely say we did set up. Alright, we did set up the minimum password length. So we put in Cisco. Now the interesting thing before is that all the user accounts that was created before, alright, would have gotten the opportunity to log on because we didn't create the minimum password length for them. But any user account that we create from henceforth, alright, we'll have to create at least adhere to the minimum password length. So they go copy, run, start, save our configuration file, and let's show logon. There's a new command that we're looking at now. Right, so for this tutorial, we could see that there is a logon delay by 1 second is applied. We have to talk about quiet mode, but we talk about quiet mode in future tutorials. All failed and successful attempts are logged. You understand? And if somebody tries a dictionary attack, right? If more than 5 login failures will occur within a 60-second period, it will be disabled for 3 minutes. Alright? But when we get to access control list, we would see now how we could enhance the security on this router, which is going to be our next tutorial.